What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for joining me here today on this December 7th, 2022 for another metallic episode of Music of Destruction, coming to you from the brand new MOD Crypt. Hope you guys love the new set. The girlfriend's finishing up some stuff that's being added to the background. I hope you love the new set. Thank you, babe. I really appreciate it. As always, bringing you the best in metal-related content right here on YouTube, on the only fucking metal channel that matters. If you missed anything in the past week, I want you guys to click that eye right now, bring down that menu, everything that you need to get caught up on all the latest videos is there. Remember to hit that subscribe button down below, turn on that bell for all notifications so you know when I post a new video. We just got a new channel member. Thank you very much to 666 Gaming. I really do appreciate it. You're looking at one of the hardest working metal channels on the platform in the niche of metal. Upfront, controversial, opinionated, and critical. I don't pander, I don't cater. If you don't like it, get the fuck out of here. I really don't care. Welcome to Album Ranking Wednesdays here on the channel. Once again, tonight we're doing a ranking of a really sick, putrid, modern OSDM band from Los Angeles with Pestilent Death. Yes, guys, Pestilent Death formed back in 2010 and are a part of the new wave of old school death metal. Now, even though they're 12 years old, the band has been around for quite a while, right? You got 12 years delivering sick, raw, vile rot. These guys definitely know how to create an atmosphere of sick, vile, disgusting, morbid rot and decay, and that's something that I always love in my death metal. Now, you guys know I'm pretty much a straight up black metal guy, but I do love the OSDM stuff and the death doom. Lots of great death doom out there as well, but my primary genres are black metal and funeral doom, of course, with sludge thrash, you know that. Anyway, so for the lineup, we have Brian Garay on bass, Eraclio Olvera on drums, Eric Mendoza on vocals, and Gabriel Salazar doing the guitars. All right, let's get into it, shall we? Coming in at number 5, we have Cemeterial Befoulment. The demo released in 2014 independently. 2 tracks, very raw, putrid, primitive death metal here. It's got a great raw production steeped in rot, just like the album cover. It's got some amazing atmosphere and a great depth of range when it comes to the lyricism, and the emotions that I felt being brought forth here are just everything disgusting, putrid, and vile. Fascination with death and morbid decay and all things that are unspeakable in the realm of the dead. This is great stuff. Like the title suggests, this sounds like a cemeterial befoulment, and this band knows how to deliver that OSDM brilliance. Being from the California death metal scene, it does sound different than the Florida death metal scene, and these guys definitely sound kind of like Mortician meets Incantation. But yeah, this is a great demo. Cemeterial Befoulment gets number 5. Coming in at number 4, we have Upheaval of the Undead, the EP released in 2016 on Caco Demon Records. Pretty cool name for a label, straight out of Doom, right? So Upheaval of the Undead, it just sounds like that exactly. An upheaval of the undead, like dripping slime all over the guitar work, very miasmic drumming, and a ghoulish vocal performance here. But the production on this is very raw, vile, steeped in that morbid decay, dripping with disgusting stench-filled atmospheres. And that's what makes old school death metal so fucking awesome, is it wasn't worried about catering to all the tech death fucking losers out there that care about how well someone can play an instrument. Yeah, there are solos that show up here and there on Upheaval of the Undead, this EP, but it's mostly just rooted in meat and potatoes, man. I mean, that's death metal. It doesn't have to be fucking flashy, and I love the way this band keeps things honest with their aesthetic and ideology. Upheaval of the Undead, the EP, is fucking great. It gets number 4. Coming in at number 3, their most recent EP, Putrid Vaticanation, released in 2021 on the Elite Rotted Life Records, one of my favorite death metal labels. This EP is another testament to the band's overall disgusting, morbid, rot, and decaying aesthetic. Very putrid production once again. oozing with disgusting disease-ridden atmosphere. That's what makes this so great. It's very depraved, morbid, and very, very fascinated with all things macabre, and the instrumentation reflects that. The guitar work on here is fucking fantastic, and everything about this. It's Pestilent Death. This is a great modern OSDM band. Been around for a long time. They do it right, man. How can you go wrong? This is a great EP, and I can't wait to see what they do for their next full length after this, because they haven't put out a full length since 2019. So yeah, Putrid Vaticanation, I mean, listen to it, man. This thing is fucking incredible. This gets number 3. Coming in at number 2, Eulogies of Putrefaction, released in 2016 independently. Wow, I mean, putrefaction to the core, putrid, vile, gross, dripping with just chaos and visceral violence, but also a ghoulish, slow-crawling rigor mortis atmosphere here. And everything that's in the instrumentation is reflected with that aesthetic, and I think this band is very, very unique. I know they're OSDM, but everything that I talk about here today, they incorporate into their sound. Like, every album has something unique, but it has a similar atmosphere throughout the discography, and chronologically it sounds like, you know, more and more just death. Literal death, being buried alive, you know, fascinated with just corpses and morbid decaying atmospheres. And that's really what you get with this, and I think that the instrumentation is excellent on this, and I mean, it's Eulogies of Putrefaction. If you haven't heard this, I highly recommend checking it out. It's awesome. It gets number 2. Coming in at number 1, my favorite album from them, Chapters of Depravity. Exactly what it sounds like. Look at the album cover. It's just a complete, absolute onslaught of vile, filthy, disgusting, decaying death metal. And again, that aesthetic very much intact. Yes, they got some more heavy parts on this. It's a bit faster. Some of it approaches brutal death metal, but not the typical tropes that are associated with the genre. And I just love everything about this fucking band. Pestilent Death are definitely in the top tier of the new wave of OSDM. You can check out my top 15 new wave of OSDM bands. I believe I put this band pretty fucking high. I think it was 4 or 5 is what I ranked Chapters of Depravity, and that's what it sounds like. It's depraved. It's just crawling with festering infection and disease-ridden, morbid, fascinating decay. And I mean, it's just absolutely sick, vile, miasmic rot is what you get with this. And that's what I love about bands that are in the underground. They're not worried about showing off for anybody. They just fucking make music from the heart. And this is a band that's definitely very dark, ominous, and just amazingly atmospheric. The production is raw and filthy the way it fucking should be, though clear enough to hear all the instrumentation, and this is just some fucking incredible death metal. Chapters of Depravity from Pestilent Death gets number 1. Alright, man, there you have it. Another album ranking in the books here on the channel. Hope you enjoyed the premiere. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell for all notifications. Merchandise on the homepage, click the store tab, go and get all of your merch. Janelle is going to come up with some new designs. She's been very busy on the set, so we're going to sit down together and come up with some new designs for you guys. Join the channel right now, become an MOD Elite VIP, and get amazing perks. $249 for your first month, $4.99 thereafter. Like I said, thank you to 666 Gaming for the newest membership. That's very much appreciated, man. Hit the join button. You get access to exclusive content, review requests within reason, of course. Band interviews if you have a band. I'll promote your band, your live shows, your album, and interview you. Members only live streams and collaborations if you have a metal YouTube channel. I really appreciate you guys watching. Have an awesome day. We will see you for Top 15 Thursdays. Hails.